Continuing on Build Back Better, up until last week when Senator Schumer was moving toward a vote by the end of the year, you had been deferential, saying the White House supported the strategy outlined by the majority leader. He convened, obviously, a caucus meeting last night in which he laid out the next steps that he intends to take, including a vote to move forward in January and potentially a vote and potentially rules changes as it relates to voting reform. Has Senator Schumer been coordinating that strategy with the White House? Is that something you support at this stage?
We coordinate very closely with Leader Schumer and work with him on legislative agendas, how to get things done, when to get things done, and work in partnership. And what the president's belief is on voting rights is that if the Republicans continue to obstruct, then we are going to look at what needs to be done to get it done. We're not quite there yet, but we, of course, will continue those discussions with Leader Schumer.
You support the idea of moving ahead with a vote in January, even as talks with Senator Manchin might still be in an early stage of trying to build it back together.
Oh, that was good. That was good there. We are, of course, continuing to press forward, working in close coordination with Leader Schumer. He hasn't called the vote yet, but we agree with and support his effort to get this done.
On COVID, we heard the president do something we don't hear often yesterday, which is speak approvingly of his predecessor. He mentioned the fact that President Trump had gotten his booster shot, also gave his administration credit for getting the vaccine online. Can you talk about the strategy of invoking him there? Was this an attempt by the White House to speak to a population that maybe hasn't been listening to this president as it relates to COVID?
Well, I think it was an acknowledgement that the former president sent an important signal to many Americans about the importance of getting boosted. And we can't assess what that will mean or how people will digest that or if it will change their behavior if they were opposed to getting boosted or opposed to getting vaccinated. We certainly hope so. And I think it's a reflection of the president's belief that the enemy of the American people is the virus. And this shouldn't be a political battle. Now, it doesn't mean we are not going to call out misinformation or steps or actions that are being taken by any leader that we feel are detrimental to the health and well-being of communities around the country. But we can also call out actions that we think are positive and send a good message to people who may not be waiting for President Biden to tell them what to do.
Housekeeping question. You mentioned a lot of news coming just today. The week ahead schedule that we had didn't go beyond today. Will we see the president for the rest of the week? And can you give us a sense of how he will spend his first Christmas as president?
Sure. So you will see him tomorrow. We are still finalizing the details of his schedule, but he will be here at the White House tomorrow. Working through the course of the day. He will be, of course, spending Christmas at the White House with members of his family over the course of the weekend, and he'll be spending some time in Delaware between Christmas and New Year's. We'll have the final details of that exact balance as we get a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ken.
Jen, on Iran.